Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here. As you know, we're going through a major storm right now here in Hawaii. It is probably, I don't know what it is. It's like a tropical storm, but it's the next best thing to a hurricane. So, got a box. So, I was lucky that the mailman left it on the front of the door, rang the doorbell and left. And the guy was great. I mean, it was pouring rain, but I still got it. And what the? Oh, okay. This is cool. I got a Ceymar HD. This is the 1000. This is the HD is for heavy duty. This is the newest, one of the newest reels that Okuma came out with. This is the 1000 model, the CHD1000A. Now I do know this unit is small, powerful, and it will make a perfect bait reel. This size 1000 make a perfect bait reel, and it's smooth like my Helios. It's very, very smooth. So take a look at this thing. I do know that if you look at the box kind of says it all. Where it says, well, here you get the bearings, right? Look at it. Bearings 7+1. That is pretty good. It means a smooth reel, and you know, for a small size of 7+1, that's actually pretty good. It has a 5.2 to 1 gear ratio, which means for every one turn of the knob, we should just take it out for that. One turn, the spool is going to rotate 5.2 times. So you get your handle here, your actual unit, and you got your instructions, parts list, and your warranty cards. And make sure you fill out your warranty card and send it in, because there's only a 1 year limited warranties, but you know, anything can happen, right? So the weight of this unit is 6.9 ounces. The max drag is 11 pounds. You know, for 11 pounds max drag for a 1000, that's pretty good, I think. There you go. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know, for the line, 2 pound test is going to take 285 yards, but I don't think I'm going to use 2. I'm going to use it as a bait reel primarily for Halalu, which is young Scad Akule. Just collecting bait, right? Nothing major, no big fish, just going to be for collecting bait here. And I'm going to be using 4 pound. 4 pound is kind of the norm for a lot of this type of ultralight and bait collecting, and this will get on 150 yards of mono, or it can get on what is there, about maybe, I think it was 110 yards of mono as well, but 6 pounds. But I don't think I'm going to use 6. I think I'm going to go with the 4. I wanted to check on something here. Yes, it is coated with something. If you look at the inner spool there, look at the surface. This is not a slick surface, like a anodized surface. That looks like it's some kind of, it feels like it's some kind of coating there. It's probably some type of oxide coating. Now, you know, the HDs here, this is the smallest. This is the 1000. It also comes in 2,500, 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 sizes. And the weight range, like this one here, starts at 6.9 and goes all the way up to 9.8 ounces. There's a cyclonic flow rotor. You see all the ports here? That's so when this is moving, you can feel that. It's going to create a airflow. Now, it's not a waterproof in terms of put it in the water and it's going to keep all the water. It's not like that. But it will keep a lot of the salt spray away. If you do this, you can actually feel that air coming out. It's like you're manually turning fan blades, and it's going to keep a lot of that spray out from your unit. Now, if you need to change this around, the only thing you have to do is take off this stud over here, then switch your hand around. That's all you have to do, you know, so it's made for right or left-handers. You know, this reel has what is known, Okuma calls HDG2, which is high density gearing. So, you know, basically what does the high density gearing mean? It means that the gears are larger than the norm that's used for it. For example, I'm not sure about the 1000, what the difference is, but I know on the 3000 size that the size of the main gear is 7% larger than the norm. So that's what they mean by enlarged, that the gears are a little bit bigger. That's something interesting. Gearless stabilization design, basically put, you have a, I don't have anything round, but it has a piston. You know, the piston, it'll go in and out. I know what you guys, some of you are thinking, but when the gear goes back and forth like that into the housing, when you're turning the knob, it's going to be friction. It has to be friction, but they made this in a way where there'll be no contact, there'll be no friction, it'll be frictionless, so it's going to be smoother. Now this has what is known as EFR, even flow line roller. I know it's kind of hard to kind of figure a lot of this stuff out, but basically put, it means there is a coating right along that roller. You see that? That's where your line goes through. So there is a frictionless type of coating. It's a diamond-like carbon coating, which you call DLC. So what happens is that when the line goes through this, you know, coming off the spool, going through this, less friction, which means you're not going to get a lot of phrasing of the line. It'll last longer. It'll come off smoother and cleaner, and you're going to get more distance during your cast because of that. You know, on the inside, it has that multi-disc oiled drag felt. So that's kind of like the Japanese system, you know. The Japanese use that a lot, and I'm not sure if they're the first ones that did, but everybody else is using it for the more of the average style of spinning reels when you want to keep the weight down and you want something that is not going to be, not exactly a price point reel, but you want it to be affordable. Now, I've been playing with it since I opened it, but you notice right now it's going both ways. There it is. It has the quick set anti-reverse knob, so when you click that, see, look, it's only going to go one way. So when you get that strike and a hookup, it's not going to, the line's not going to come off and all bunch up. Now, back in the day, my grandfather's day, a lot of the reels didn't have that, but nowadays we do have that. You know, on the inside it has brass gearing, so it's precision cut brass gearing. You know, this, for a reel this size, you really don't need anything stronger than brass for it. Maybe if it was something like a large, like a Ceymar 10,000, you would need stainless steel, or some other type of strong metal. But brass is perfect for something like this because it is already rated for 11 pounds max drag. Yeah, the spool is a anodized two-tone. Actually looks pretty sharp with the vented ports. You know, ever since I climbed aboard with Okuma, one thing I really liked about this as compared to olden days when we used to go out, I think I told the story before how I would go with my father and grandfather. They'll put their spinner on top of the cooler, the igloo cooler. Something happens, it falls over, and if that bell wire hits the ground, even if it's only like a 1.5 foot drop, if it's rock, hits it, bends it. Because back then the bell wires were like true wires, they're very thin, but Okuma, the reason why I like the Okuma ones, thick. I mean thick. Even if I was to sit on it, and I'm a big guy, even if I was to sit on this, I don't think you can bend that bell wire. This has what is called a rotor braking system. So what happens is when you're casting, it's not going to prevent any of the line from backing up on you. Corrosion frame, backplate, and rotor, winners. And you know, it's covered. You're covered when you own this for the first year. It's a 1-year limited warranty. So make sure you fill out your card, right? Make sure you fill the card and send it in. So this way you're covered if anything ever happened to this unit. This year in November at the Big Rock Canada show, this reel, the whole series, the HD series, the Ceymar's HD series, took best new reel of the show. No joke. That's a big honor. I've had the original Ceymar, and you know, it was just as good as the other reels I've had, but the HDs here are something special. They're heavy duty. HD means heavy duty, and I guess I'm going to try this one out, starting off with the 1,000 and work my way up to the 5,000. See what I got. Thank you. To my buddy Leo Alapio, he is the Akule man of Oahu. Akule is a mackerel scad. It's a tasty fish, but it's not the easiest fish to catch. It takes technique, which Leo is very well known for. And my mentor helped tutor him when he was at a young age of 5. So he learned from the best, because I learned from this gentleman as well. Wayne has taken good care of us. So, you know, on this reel here, I think you're going to be seeing me out once I put some 4-pound on it. So, see you out there, Leo.